And with the sideburns here, do you want that to just connect as it is, or do you want it to fade it a little bit more? Like, I'd rent out a big space, like a big, like, man cave, as some people call it, and then just, like, have a tip jar. I'm like, whatever. I'm rich, so you don't have to, you know what I mean? I don't get along with them. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, and they're just really not nice clients. Very unreasonable. I've just had 5 years of bad experiences with them. You don't love me anymore. So. Alright, so just kind of just cleaning up whatever you have here.
Please.
Awesome. And with the sideburns here, do you want that to just connect as it is, or do you want it to fade it a little bit more?
I want it to blend in,
Blend in, okay.
please.
I'll just line up around your ears. You're driving me nuts. do you also shave this part right here, or do you like it just more natural?
I don't know. What do you think looks nicer?
I'm more into natural just because when this
Okay.
part's shaved, it looks so like manicured.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll just trim it down a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, so it's more of a zero, but there's still stubble in there. So,
Yep.
and then I'm just blending it with this part here so it goes in nicely together. Alright, then I just gotta lean you back for the bottom
Yep.
part. Let me get this part first. And just above the Adam's apple there is fine?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. color.
How long have you had your shop?
Been here for, I guess September would be the 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to just be in one of the chairs there, so that wouldn't have worked out.
Oh no, this is better.
Yeah, this is way better. It's costing me more, but I'm actually getting more clients by being here, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
And is this the end game, or will you have a bigger shop?
I don't want to. Well, I don't even really want to be self-employed, honestly. It's just where I used to work. He just wasn't offering any more money, and I worked with him for like 8 years, and somehow he couldn't pay me more.
Oh.
He's never paid me more since I started. I just thought we had a good enough relationship that maybe something could have came out of that.
Yeah.
Like, he was good to me, like he treated me well, but I mean that doesn't pay my bills, right?
No, exactly.
So ultimately, he didn't want me to rent one of his chairs, so I'm like, okay, I guess I have to just go separate ways. So still in good terms. I do go hang out with the girls there because I worked with them for so long.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just like a little bit more freedom. I help manage his shop, so that's how I know I don't want to own my own. It's
a lot of work,
just,
right?
yeah. It's not even like, if the reward was there, like financially, maybe I'd consider it, but
Yeah.
no, I actually just really enjoy doing this. So I would actually really love to visit Europe and maybe like just work at some of the barbershops there while I'm on vacation.
Nice.
Yeah, so my tattoo artist, the one that did a couple of these ones, her ex-wife is Norwegian, so she was able to just build relationships with tattoo parlors there, and she would just work there for like a month and then come back to Canada.
Nice.
So would love to do something like that. So like I would honestly do this for free if I had all the money.
Would you?
I really would. People always say, "What would you do if you had $1 million or endless amount of money?" I'd rent out a big space, like
Yeah.
a big like man cave, as some people call it, and then just like have a tip jar. I'm like, whatever. I'm rich, so you don't have to. You know what I mean? I'll just cut your hair. Only cool people.
Only cool people.
Only people that I like. That's it. Yeah, if I could do like 4 haircuts a day, I'd be awesome. That would be awesome. But obviously, because I need to pay my bills, I do about 10. So.
Okay. 10 is the max?
My body will only let me do 10 now. When I first
see.
started, I would probably do anywhere from like 12, sometimes 15. Like,
Wow.
yeah, but that was again because I was getting paid like 50% commission. So you had to work as much as possible.
And you also do female haircuts?
Not anymore. I stopped that about 8 years ago
Okay.
because I don't get along with them. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, and they're just really not nice clients.
Oh.
Yeah, like very unreasonable. I've just had 5 years of bad experiences with them, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Men are great, super appreciative. You know, if we go a little bit too short, I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, I won't do it again next time. They're like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Women are like crying, like, what did you, you know? I was like, you said, like, yeah, but I don't like it. I'm like, that was not my problem because you didn't like your own hair.
And if they said that, would you charge them less or would they still pay the same amount?
Well, at the time, I didn't have a lot of control over like pricing, so I would just have to just charge them whatever the manager says. Sometimes it's
I
like,
see.
oh, we'll give you a discount, or yeah, whatever it is. But what I hate is like they will tell me exactly what they want, and then it's just they just change their minds. And,
Oh.
yeah, and it's like, oh, is it too late to do this? I'm like, actually, it is quite late.
Oh, really?
Can't- yeah.
While you're working on them, they change their mind.
Like after I've
No way.
blow dried finish and
What?
everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
That's what I don't like. Even if you've explained everything, like the one color I remember doing is like my manager explained, like, because I was an apprentice,
Yeah.
and she's like, hey, just so you know, this toner is gonna go on dark. It's gonna go lighter as you go on. Okay. When it came out dark. What the heck? I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? So it's like that over and over again. So, no, thank you.
I can imagine you're done with the female clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some short-haired though. Short-haired women are cool.
Okay.
They're super chill. They don't fuss. If anything, they're like, "Can you make shorter? Shorter, cool, whatever." They're just as chill. They're like, "Does that look fine?" Sure. It's the long-haired ones that are like, yeah. The type of girls that will ask their boyfriends if they notice their haircut.
Oh yeah.
And it's like they cut off like this much. Like, oh my god, you just noticed? And he's like, what?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's like, you don't love me anymore. So I'll let that go for like 3 more minutes.
Sure.
Then I'll wash it out.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want it to go too dark.
No, right?
Yeah, because then it'll be a little bit noticeable. Yeah, the whole purpose of like gray blend really is to just kind of darken in the grays,
Yeah.
but not quite color it, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
You aim for the natural look, right?
That's usually my style. So that's kind of like the clientele that I have, like more natural. You know, if they request a sharp line, yeah, we'll do a sharp line, sure, but that's not what I try to advertise on my Instagram. Because like all those sharp lines, like, you know, the hard lineups on like Drake, for example.
Yeah.
Like something like that. That kind of only looks good if you're going to maintain it every 3 days, which he can, right? But otherwise, when that grows in, it looks like there's a Sharpie outline and then little stubbles of hair growing out.
Yeah.
So the way I do all of my haircuts, beard trims, like I always, like even here, you notice I like thinned it out just at the perimeter there,
Yeah.
just at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That way it grows in nicely. So that's kind of my style.
How many clients do you have?
I would say I had a lot more before COVID, but everybody moved. So at the time, I probably was booked up for 2 to 3 weeks in advance. So it's something like 300 to 400 clients back then.
Wow.
I would say I'm probably like 200 to 300 now. So I have room for people now. So I'm probably booked up like a week in advance now.
Okay.
So I would love to get back to that clientele again. But yeah, of course, like coming here, sorry, I just want to comb. Coming here, it like definitely changed the clientele a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a lot more seniors now, because they're all here. All the seniors live here.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take a look and see if it's.
How long does this usually stay?
It says 6 to 8 washes.
Okay.
So it really just depends. If you're like constantly washing it with what is it called? Cleanser.
Yeah.
If you're scrubbing it really hard, then probably about the 6 to 8 washes. But if you're just kind of lightly washing it, or if you have like something that's milder, it should last a little bit longer.
Okay.
So like when I usually put it on my clients' hair, and they say it lasts quite a while for them, because I just tell them like, just don't wash your hair every day. You shouldn't be washing your hair every day. When you wash it, you're taking away all of the oils.
Yeah.
Your body's natural reaction is to produce more oil almost immediately, and then it'll remember your choice that like, oh yeah, I usually wash my hair at this time. So your body's like very smart that way and it's just gonna adapt. So when it takes time to adjust, right? So
Yeah.
let's say in about 2 weeks time, if you stop washing it almost every day, it's like, oh, we don't have to produce as much oils, and then it'll stop the oil production. So like I haven't washed my hair in like a week. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
even know.
Yeah.
And you could see I did put some dry shampoo on just to like absorb some of the moisture.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like it doesn't look super oily. I think this looks okay. I'm just making sure here before I remove it. Yeah, it's always a little bit harder just to get like the little tiny hairs there.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, that looks better. I don't know if you could. It's hard to tell right now. Sure, I'm trying to scrape it up. You can see it's just a little bit. Yeah, so that's pretty much what the gray blend does. Is
Right.
it darkens the gray a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's still gray.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, let me grab you a wet towel. Is your face okay there?
It is.
Scrubbing a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, no, it's good, thank you.
The remover stinks a little bit.
Hmm.
At least I hate the smell of this. I'm just removing it ever so lightly, but I don't want to put too much because I don't want to remove the color. Just trying to get it off your skin there. There you go. Just, yeah, with black, you're always going to get a little bit of staining.
That's okay.
All right. Does that look all right?
It does, yeah.
Let me put a little bit of oil on there as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that should go lighter by pretty much tomorrow when you kind of wash off all of the excess there.
Okay.
So you don't need to like vigorously wash this or anything like that. But, moisturizer would probably help as well.
Okay.
Just to, it like seals the color in.
Yeah.
So.
Great. Thanks so much.
Of course.